Yo, you guys, Wolf here. Today I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to improve your aim within Rainbow Six Siege. So right off the bat, I just want to let you guys know that I obviously don't have the best aim in this game. Y'all can go check out the highlights I make of me playing the game. Uh, there are other videos I made on my YouTube channel, so you can go check those out. But I'd say that aim is probably one of my stronger points in this game, so I want to teach you guys how you can improve yours. Right off the bat, before I say anything else, I just want to let you guys know that aim isn't the whole game. You know, if you have like great aim, if you got like Shaiko Bolo aim, that's amazing. You know, you win your gunfights. But if you have a bigger brain than somebody with Shaiko Bolo aim, you could easily beat those guys in a gunfight, right? So like brain is the other half of this game, and it's mostly stronger than aim, right? So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and switch my T-Hunt to the map plane. I want you guys to do so as well. One last thing, this is my first tutorial I've made, so just bear with me here if it's not the cleanest. But hey, I hope it teaches you guys a little something on how to improve your aim. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch my map to plane, and yeah, I'll see you guys then. Alright, now that I'm in plane, make sure you're also on disarm bomb. Because that's going to be part of the little exercise here. Now, reason we're on plane is because this exercise I'm going to show you guys is to help find your sensitivity. But before that, we got to go into our options and mess with our sensitivity a little bit, right? So don't worry about any of this right now. Just head straight to controls, and you're going to see this option up here. It says raw input, mouse/keyboard. Now, 90% of the time, you are going to hear people say this, that it's personal preference. Some people run it off, some people run it on. Most people run it on, and generally it's better if it's on, because if you got raw input on, then you know it feeds from your mouse and keyboard straight into the game, right? Generally it gives you better aim. It's like the one setting that can just give you a little bit of a boost of better aim, right? So go ahead and turn that on. I recommend it if you don't like it over time, or like you just want to test it off and you realize your aim is better with it off, then you know, keep it off. Do what makes your aim better, right? So now we're gonna head over to sensitivity here. I run a pretty high horizontal and vertical. That's just because I like to be able to do quick 180s, just to, you know, quickly turn on my opponent if I'm being shot from the back. I also run, you know, a mediocre ADS. I'm on 400 DPI. So, you know, finding your sensitivity, it's just what feels comfortable for you. Of course, you're gonna miss shots in the beginning because you haven't played with the sense, you haven't tried to master it or anything, you haven't put any time into it. But find a sensitivity that you already feel a little comfortable with. Like you'll know when the sensitivity is for you. Sorry, I hit my mic. I used to run, like just today I was running 15 15 43, but I realized, you know, like I practiced with that sense for like a month and a half, but I just felt like it was too slow for me. Alright, so I bumped it up by 10, and 53's been treating me right. So, you know, just kind of change it as you go. You know, you'll find what you like as you just keep going. For all you know, you're gonna find a sense 2 months later, you're gonna change it up a little bit. But you know, if you're practicing for a sense for like a year, and you switch it up by like a ton, then that year of practice is down the drain. You know, now you gotta practice again with this new sense. So yeah, I mean, just keep that in mind, right? Changing sensitivities by a lot will not keep you consistent. It's not good to do. So if y'all need somewhere to start, you can try my 15 15 53 and then just kind of work off of there. I found my sense by starting off of Bolos, which I don't even remember what that is. I think is like 11 83, I think. I don't know. But yeah, so I also used to play on 800 DPI. Try 800, 400. Usually don't want to go above that. You know, having a slower sense in this game is the way to go. So yeah, this exercise I'm about to show y'all will also help you find your sensitivity. So if you're having trouble with it, then keep in tune. I'm gonna teach you guys how to do this exercise right now. All right, so we're gonna start here. First thing you want to do is we're going back to settings for 1 second. Go to controls again and go to drone deployment right here. If this isn't already, it always should be. Turn this to advanced, hit apply. What that does is you can throw your drone, right, and it won't instantly put you on the camera, but yeah, that's usually helpful in game and for T-Hunt, this exercise I'm going to show you. So um, what you're gonna want to do is you take your drone, right? Now you're gonna throw it straight up in the air, and what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to move your mouse around. Don't be looking at it like make just like wiggle your mouse around. Even do like a 360 if you want. This helps with crosshair placement. So here's what I'm talking about real quick right here. Right, there you go. Now you're gonna want to do that with both your drones. Right. Now usually you want to tap fire it. Some people full auto it, but I mean, I guess I can maybe help with tracing. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't full auto it. I'd recommend just tapping it. All right. Now I'm gonna show you guys how the actual exercise works here to help find your sensitivity. So yeah. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to come up here and you're gonna want to clear out all the terrace on the first floor, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll continue from there. Now, of course, when you're running T-Hunt, always aim for the head, you know. You can either, like, go for one taps, or you can try to just, like, you know, burst fire their head. That wasn't a good example. But, yeah, you can either go for one taps or try to, like, burst fire a little bit. Aiming for the head will just improve your aim, you know. So, yeah, just make sure you're always aiming for the head. Alright, so now that I cleared upstairs, I'm gonna head back over here to the bomb site. I know the other bomb site's downstairs, but I'm usually this one is the preferred one. So what you're gonna want to do is go here if you need, refill your supplies, right? So plant the bomb, and what's gonna happen is terrorists are gonna come from that side and that side right there. So you're gonna run out here, and you're just gonna do this, right? As the terrorists come, okay. And of course I haven't planted the bomb yet, so they aren't coming. But if you feel like it's taking too much effort to turn around, or even if you're just like going all over the place like that, like if you're trying to 180 and you're just like going like that or something, maybe it's too fast. If it's taking too much effort, maybe it's too slow, you know. And you'll find it just by doing this. And then even if you want to test it just while aiming down sight, it's kind of hard for me, but you know, just you can test it by aiming down sight like this. I'm not very good at it, but yeah. So yeah, just plant the bomb here and do that. I'm gonna show you guys right here. I'm not very good at this, but you know, this is just a good warm up overall too. So. Yeah, so just, you're gonna want to keep doing this, right? Till the bomb defuses. Alright, now the bomb's defused. There's 2 bomb sites per map, so you'll want to head to the other one. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure y'all get the point here. This is a very good warm-up just to kind of get you in the mood to want to play. I'm gonna go over one last thing. I'm gonna go over mouse grips and mentality for aim. So yeah, I'll be right back with that. Okay, so now that y'all hopefully found your sensitivity, you know, or the sensitivity you guys want to work with, I'm gonna go over some mouse grips and posture, right? So I don't, but some people like to lean into their monitor when they play. Sorry, I'm adjusting my microphone arm here. Some people like to lean into their monitor, some people don't. Now, if you do lean in, just make sure that you aren't, like, arching your back like Shaiko. Y'all can see on his streams, he leans into his monitor, but he has, like, an arched back. That's bad posture. That's going to come bite you in the bum when you're older and start having back pains and stuff. That's not going to be fun. So, a good person to look at who has good posture when they lean into their monitor is Austin. You know, have a straight back. Just make sure you're keeping your back straight. I don't lean into my monitor. I usually sit more relaxed. But, yeah, if you do, just check out Austin's stream at least. I don't think he uses face cam on his YouTube videos. But, yeah, check his stream out, and you can see him use correct posture when leaning into your monitor. And then mouse grips. You're going to want to – or, sorry, one more thing about posture. if you find yourself that like when you're aiming or whatever and your elbow's sticking out, and if you are this usually happens to people leaning to the monitor as well, so if this doesn't apply to you, there's timestamps in the description like you saw at the beginning of the video. You can skip this part. If you have your shoulder out, like if your shoulder is kind of like protruding towards your monitor, that can also cause shoulder pain. So just kind of make sure that you're keeping your shoulder relaxed. Just like have it be a conscious thing. Just be conscious about your shoulder. Kind of like your back too. So back and shoulder. Just remember that. Yeah. So now mouse grips. There's fingertip and claw. You don't really want to use a palm grip when you play this game because those don't usually give you the best aim. I use fingertip. So y'all can like Google different mouse grips, and you guys can see pictures of it. So if you want to see what a fingertip grip looks like, that's what I use. I don't have a camera, unfortunately. I would love to, but I don't, to be able to show you guys. So yeah, you guys can Google it or whatever. Also, there's this guy on YouTube named FPS Coach. I'll leave him in the description. He has all sorts of aiming videos that can help you. His channel is pretty much like about learning how to aim. So everything I pretty much say here too about posture and grips, he also has on his channel. So yeah. He actually shows you too. So I'm gonna head over to a program called Kovaaks now. I'm sure most of you have heard of it, but yeah, I'm gonna head over to that now. I'm gonna teach you guys how I train my aim over there. So I'll do that right now. Okay, right here. This right here is Kovaaks. It's $10 on Steam, and when you launch it, it's gonna come up here. I'm gonna do this little intro thingy. Okay, now that it's loaded, I'm gonna go over the routine I do. I never do more than really like 30 minutes a day of Kovaaks, because if you do too much to the point you're forcing yourself to do Kovaaks, it's not gonna you're not gonna improve. It's not gonna help you improve at all. If you're forcing yourself, then just stop. But yeah, 30 minutes is usually what you want to do, no matter what, to see improvement. Like I did this for like a week, this one routine for about a week. I've been doing it for like 2 weeks now. I already saw improvements within like a week of doing it, and yeah, it's definitely improving my aim. So what I would do is, and I don't keep a timer when I do this. I kind of like look at my Spotify playlist. I can leave my Spotify playlist in the description too, if you guys want to listen to it. I listen to more like stuff you'd work out to. I don't know, it just keeps me excited to be aim training, So I'll leave my Spotify playlist in the description. Yeah, so I just kind of like add up how much time each song would take to do like 10 minutes. So I know when I hit this song or this song's over, it's been 10 minutes, so I switch to the next one. So first exercise I do is a 1 wall 6 target small. And what this helps you, like, it has smaller targets than what an enemy's head would actually be in Rainbow. So if anything, it's also helping you improve if, I don't know, you're playing a different game and the enemy's heads are smaller. So but of course it also helps with Rainbow if you're like spawn peeking, they're super far away or whatever, want to get that one tap on them. So yeah, this is what I do for about 10 minutes. Now after that 10 minutes is over, there's a variety of things I would do, right? I would either do 1 wall 6 targets TE. It's and I choose like each day which one I want to do, right? So there's 1 wall 6 targets TE. It's pretty much 1 wall 6 targets small, except bigger balls. So yeah, that helps. Especially if the I'm still getting used to the Sens, my bad. That helps if the 1 wall 6 targets small is overwhelming for you still. You're still kind of new to aiming. So you could also do this one to replace it if you want. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this sensitivity. I'd either do that one, or I would do a reflex flick mini right here. This helps you like with micro adjustments. I'm really bad at this one, by the way. This one helps you with like micro adjustments to drones, C4, or anything that would kind of like appear if you're like holding an angle or whatever. So if you're like holding an angle or something and like you got a micro adjust to like a drone, then this is why I'm always whiffing on drones, by the way, because I can't hit these. Like I'm so bad at this. I gotta do this more. But yeah, so you know, that's what that one helps with. Another one I do is I personally don't do this one a lot, but pressure aiming 10 targets. This one helps with like C4 flying at you, but that's really all I see it useful for. I'm also pretty bad at this one. I don't do it a lot. I don't like to do it, but hey, some people do run it, and it helps them. So, you know, I'll always try it. So I'd usually choose between those three. Or here, I'd also do this one. This one's kind of like the staple of Kovaaks. You know, like you see a lot of people run this one. This one's just kind of fun. You know, of course it does improve your aim, but I wouldn't say it improves your aim a lot, you know. One thing I also want to mention is that when I'm aim training during the 30 minutes, I never run it on like timing or challenge or whatever. I always run it on free play because I don't want to be I don't want to be playing to improve my score. I want to be playing to improve my aim, right? So take it slow if you can't go fast at first. Like if it's angering you to go slow, you know, just tell yourself that, you know, I gotta go slow to be able to go fast. You know, just kind of try to foresee the future. So yeah, always take it slow if you're missing a lot. And if you find yourself like doing these little, like, if you miss by like a little hair, like if you find yourself doing this a lot, because I still do this a lot and it sucks. But if you find yourself missing targets by like a tiny hair, that means you're going too fast. You're going too fast for yourself, you know. So take it slower to where you're actually hitting the targets and just get the muscle memory down. You know, that's all this is, muscle memory. After this, so I'd choose between any of those four, I think it was. And then no matter what, the last here, I need some water real quick. Hang on. Okay, so after I do those four, the last 10 minutes, I would run this one. Tracking is a thing within all games that, and I know y'all need some help on tracking. Most of you will need help on tracking for sure. My tracking isn't very good. Yeah, this one helps with tracking. Right. So I don't usually follow them jumping. One, I'm not good at it. Two, people can't jump in Siege. So yeah, I mean, unless you're shooting at people that are like vaulting over something, then I guess this could help. But they should be dead by the time they can vault over something. So, you know, yeah, this is what I would do for the last 10 minutes of the routine. And then, you know, if you're still in the mood to run, hang on. If you're still in the mood to run Kovaaks, then this is when I would try to improve the score. You know, keep it fun for yourself. Don't like go to aim train and just like, I don't want to aim train. Like you want to go and having fun with it. This is when I would try to improve a score on something like Tile Frenzy, like I showed you, or try to improve a score on 1 wall 6 target CE or something. But yeah, that's what I would do on Kovaaks. Last thing I'm going to show you guys is CSGO. Let me go ahead and switch to that right now. If you guys want to convert your Rainbow Six Siege ADS sensitivity to your Kovaaks or CSGO sensitivity, they both have the same sensitivity. I'm gonna leave a video in the description of how to convert it, so you guys can get the correct sensitivity when you are going to convert it. Cause for like a good week when I was using Kovaaks, I was using the wrong sensitivity by like a whole number. It was not good. So yeah. There's this map I use to warm up. I don't usually use CSGO to aim train. I use Kovaaks for that. But CSGO is a good warm-up, in my opinion. There's two good maps that are good to warm up, at least. This one right here, aimbots. You should find it on the workshop if you just type that in. I usually go here, custom, go, and then let it load for a second. Alright, now that we're in the map, I don't like the sound of just... Right, I don't like the sound of hearing that the whole entire time, so I like to use the pistol. That's more quiet, you know? So what I do is I usually turn HUD off, cleaner display, sky off, and then I do the FPS boost just because why not? And then so if you shoot this twice until it's red, now it takes it to where it's a headshot no matter from what range, right? So that helps. so you don't have to use the AK to get a one-tap headshot. So yeah, I run this. Sometimes I'll run this one to aim train. The other map I don't though. The other map just really gets me in the mood to want to like try and siege, you know. Like, I'm not very good at this right now. I'm still getting used to the sensitivity, like I said, so I'm not very good at this right now. But yeah, so this one is a good aim train, I guess you could say, but I wouldn't spend too much time in it. Again, spending time in the game, T-Hunt even, will always make you a better player than doing an aim trainer or whatever. So take everything in this video with a grain of salt, you know. You can also have a move like this, you know, you can shoot at them while they move. I don't do that, but what just happened? Jesus. Okay. And then so yeah, that's when I use to warm up. I'll do this like literally 3-5 minutes a day. I used to use it to aim train, but I don't anymore. So, you know, if you guys are really new to aiming, use this to aim train. Most of all, use T-Hunt to aim train. T-Hunt will always be the better aim trainer. Okay, T-Hunt will always be the better aim trainer. Do this, T-Hunt mainly, and Kovaaks mainly. Kovaaks and T-Hunt are your two best friends here. This is a good warm-up, but again, if you're new to aiming, use whatever helps you the most, okay? Use whatever you're excited to aim train for. Now, this map, here, I'll show you first. This is a map that is meant to help you find, like, HUD display and crosshair stuff for CSGO. It's called Crash Z, with, like, a little apostrophe there, crosshair. Just type that in. You should find it. You'll know when you find it because it'll kind of look like this right here. Go into this one. Let's let it load real quick. Okay, now that we're in here, if you guys do want to find a crosshair too, you know, you got all different kinds of crosshairs here. Somehow somebody uses something that looks like that. I don't know, but you know, they do. They run all different kinds of crosshairs here. I don't know which one I use, but I like this one. So yeah, I come out here. They have an aim trainer right there. I don't use that. What I do is this little secret mini game back here. Now, I'm not going to run the whole thing. I think the highest score I've gotten on is like 376. At first it starts super slow. But around like 200, that's when it starts getting a little harder, right? So, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate to you guys how this works. So, here I go. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm probably going to go up to like 100 even. So, yeah. Okay, yeah, so this is pretty much all it is here. It starts getting super fast. It's kind of slow still right now, but it starts getting much faster and much more melons start falling at once. This is, again, a good warm-up and aim train if you want to use it as one. But, again, I always recommend T-Hunt. Always, always, always. So, yeah, that's a good one to warm up with. Especially when it starts going faster, it makes you really want to try. You know, it really gets you in the mood. So, yeah. Let me go ahead and head back to Siege now. So yeah. So last thing, I'm gonna teach you guys within T-Hunt is I usually have it on a random between plane and house. They're both on bomb. So you know, still I'll do the little drone thingy I taught at the beginning of the video. But with house, there's these things that you can't really do on plane. So I'm gonna be a little iffy on these. I'm probably gonna be over flicking because new Sens, faster Sens. So there's these two beams down here. They're also down there. If you spawn on side street, it's better down there. But yeah, to practice muscle memory, you know, you can flick in between these two, right? Take it slow at first, and then just get faster and faster as you get more comfortable with your Sens. But one thing I was doing when I first started was something I explained with Kovaaks, was I was trying to go super fast, you know, I was over flicking, I was doing all sorts of random stuff, you know. So I kind of realized, you know, I got to take it really slow. I literally took it like this slow at first, right? So I started taking it super slow. And, you know, just as I kept going, I wanted to get faster and faster. And I started missing less and less as I went faster and faster. That's how I knew it was, you know, I could take it a little bit faster now. So yeah, I hope that this video, you know, helped teach you guys how to get better aim. It's my first video I ever made, like, as a tutorial in Rainbow Six. If you guys did like it, you know, like, comment, subscribe, do your thing. Comment if you guys would like some other tutorial. I got about 500 hours in Siege. I'm sure I know how to answer it. Maybe I don't know how to do it, but I'm sure I know how to answer it. But yeah, if y'all got a question, go ahead and drop it down below. If you guys have a video you want me to make, like on a certain subject, then just let me know. I'll try to get to it. And yeah, keep the grind going. Don't stop. This game can be very rewarding, especially if you got good aim. So yeah, hope you guys stay on the grind. Get better aim. Hope this video helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.